lives. A week has passed. It's longer than the entire past 70-something episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. So what's...
I
Hello.
don't know. I think that we've been at this campaign for longer than a week.
I can't...
Yeah, like maybe 3.
Time is irrelevant. Oh, wait, actually, you guys have done, like, a bunch of, like, traveling stuff.
I'm gonna be honest, most of our time was like at the start where we were like, let's try and travel to Waterdeep and then back all the way up and then like go back. So we spent like almost a week just traveling around at the start, and then
I spent several months campaigning in Neverwinter.
After that, less.
So yeah,
It's been at least like 3 or 4 months since I got to Neverwinter.
Who can remember what happened last time before we get into the past week?
Bullshit.
Every big obsidian tower, a bunch of souls got saved in that.
Yeah, fixed the where the obsidian tower was in Strixhaven, so that all of the magical energy and souls wouldn't like explode outwards, and all of the souls are now inside a Cardland tower with a pictogram depiction of our adventure up to this point so far, manned by this universe's Newt.
It's kind of a coin flip
No.
where whether Newt died in the tower or not.
This is our universe's Newt is manning it. This
Oh,
universe's Newt is out.
Yeah. This universe's Newt is with us. The Newt that we started the campaign with,
I thought it was.
it's like it's a coin flip whether they're alive still or not. Maybe.
Alive's such a relative term.
I mean,
were
he
still
wasn't
able to
alive to
speak,
begin
weren't
with.
That is
They
the
were still
question.
able to speak, weren't they?
No.
No, we can't. We don't have a
I
way of
must have been thinking of the
communicating.
other one.
The only Newt we have currently is the one that started here.
Who was spat out as a little orb, and then
Yeah.
your horrifying cat boy was like, let's do a bit of experiment. I'm sure this won't work on the first one. Jams it into the brain of his other self. Oh, it worked. This is horrifying.
First
And then
try. I was shocked.
His other self gets to come back anyway.
You are really duplicating yourself a lot.
There's a lot of me right now. Yeah.
And a lot of them are evil. We could do with less of that.
Yeah, but I don't
At
really
least-
have control over that.
At least one of them is not him, which is also
I've not seen an
already
evil one yet.
step
I mean, Via
forward.
was going to say to you, Mereditha, be careful around that one. Take everything he says with a pinch of salt. But then just thought, Mereditha won't listen anyway.
But yeah, to speedrun the first bit, I'm guessing first of all that Lumen, Zamla, other Newt, and
Newman.
yeah, Newtman. And why is my brain shut off? Who have I forgotten?
Zamla?
I said
We
Zamla.
already had some though.
Zamla, Mereditha, Via,
No,
Newman,
not
Newman.
not Mereditha. Basically, all the people that are with Strixhaven, I imagine, meet up with Strixhaven so that they can be teleported back.
The only people who were at Strixhaven was Via, and I think Zamla was staying with Lumen, and Lumen was going off to find like a Force Nexus somewhere here.
Yes, and Newt stayed behind. Newt.
Newman.
Yeah.
Stayed with Lumen or just
They
Newman.
stayed with the tower essentially.
Yeah.
right.
Finding themselves.
Enjoying having a flesh body.
They poured their
Not
darkness
enjoying, it's way
into
too
it and
soft.
poured it over.
Also, none of
Yeah,
you
I-
explained to me this peeing thing. I hate it.
No,
Also, like
I don't think he does
eating.
have to pee. He doesn't eat.
I get. I
drink.
also I also suppose it's the vibe of like I think the biggest problem with
Meep.
this one is he used to have a much more giant combat punchy body, and now his body is very dexterous but not strong.
He went from, I think he was the buff newt first, right? So he went from buff
Yeah.
newt to massive dragon to passenger
Noodle.
seat in a different newt, and now he's
Noodlum.
weirdly
boy.
soft.
I already like just off of what you said, Andrew, in message. I already have an idea of where Via would be
Mhm.
in Strixhaven itself. If Lumen would like how Lumen, how would you like go looking for Via in this place? Would you just go for like whichever dorm room she ended up using last time you saw?
God, if I'm coming back to Strixhaven, I would probably go poking around the dorm rooms for you first, yeah?
If you found the room where the other Via was being kept, you will find a simulacrum. And DM for future reference, the room that they're being kept in, that the other Via's being kept in, not only is there like my simulacrum watching over it, but also like the walls and floor and stuff are like covered in spell glyphs. Stuff like an alarm spell for like if they stir, or like counter spells for if any of the glyphs get dispelled, and then like triggers for like if someone came to like try and get at them or something like that. And
But yeah, that's where you are. Lumen gets fireballed.
No, it's more sort of like if anybody tries to cast like dispel magic and stuff in the area to like get rid of the simulacrum,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, like protections. The
Fireball can be
simulacrum
a protection.
of sorts, but it will also nuke everybody else in the room. I am not an evocation wizard.
Ah, Via, nice to. Oh god!
Boom! The door just explodes off of its hinges at you.
That was very painful.
What
But
effective.
you'll see Anne Via, but you'll know that it's like a simulacrum just because of like they're wearing like Strixhaven garb. They don't have like the evil eye, the Chardlin eye, and all of the magic items and stuff. They'll have like basic gear. They'll go. The other me is investigating something. Like leans out of the way of the door and goes, This fellow will show you where to go." And this thing greets you. Oh no, he's spawned in there. There he is. Blip. Hello.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, but
Guide him to
ink.
the real me. Indeed. Unless you have anything you want to ask about, like what's going on in this room, the ink owl will like lead you essentially back to where the Black Chardlin Tower was.
Sure, I guess I would just follow it along.
Ye-
Other than I might like, is other Via in this room with the simulacrum?
I mean, I'm assuming so because they haven't woke up. Is that correct, DM?
That is correct.
In which
Yeah.
case, I'd inquire to the simulacrum, just like, have they been okay? Have they woken up, or are they just like out of it?
They are still in a coma. The true me does not want to leave their side, hence gestures at all the glyphs. It's like she's worried that the evil one of you might come back. Hence all of this. She's thinking if or any sort of maybe one of the liches or anything else that's out here that we aren't currently aware of, we are essentially on our own. She says in like air quotes. So she put up a bunch of protective spell glyphs. But she doesn't want to leave their side, hence why I'm here currently while they are just investigating something that they found in the library.
It's fine. We're never on our own. We always have each other. But I'm glad to see you keeping an eye on them.
Now, all of our divinations just point towards just resting, just giving them plenty of care, essentially.
Ah, by the way, there aren't any like spare. Just like, are there any like empty bodies lying around that I could borrow in Strixhaven?
Weirdly,
They-
you don't find any bodies.
That sounds like
Yeah,
a very necromancer question.
I was just about to say, DM. I'm assuming off of like what we were saying, the inkling owl is like the closest thing
Yeah.
they found to anything that could be considered a living thing.
One interesting thing, of the many Sunyas that are around, as a week has passed, like VR would have noticed this happening, but Lumen would have had a really weird sight to arrive back to. Essentially, think of like, I know obviously all the spells I mentioned, them being like summoned using aren't simulacrum, but imagine like they're all just like slowly melting. So you like walk into town, there's just a bunch of half melted people
Oh,
still pretending to be other people.
Yeah, Samuel Via is like, so that Sunya character that we met, the vast majority of them just seem to be simulacrums who are starting to dispel by the looks of it. You've probably seen them on your way in. Weren't much for talking to me. But like I said, they just seem to be just dispelling now. Apart from that, points at the Inkling. This is the closest thing I could find. He's the closest thing I could find to any indication that there was life here at one point. Someone had a find familiar glyph set up, and I just finished the spell and set it off, and he spawned in. Hello.
wow. So this place is super lifeless then. Okay. Except for all the
Well-
like melting Sunyas and stuff.
I would also say
the real me has an idea about that.
I would also say, Joseph, while there was some, there was far less wildlife and such than you would expect while you were out on your journey.
Oh, that was sad.
Like, so there was some things, but it was like very sparse.
Okay. That's a bit concerning, but to be fair, that could just be a symptom of the fact of like the universe is very quickly reaching its like point of entropy and everything is kind of just dying. Well, better go chat to Via. So long, Via.
And Via,
Waves.
And yeah, bye to you too, Via. Heads off.
Again, she keeps turning more and more to be like Sunya.
Heads off from I leave Via and Via to go meet up with Via.
yeah.
Yeah. When you the Inkling will just like jump like fly from perch to perch on like all of these like lantern things that are on the map there, and eventually just you realize that they're taking you back to where the Chardlin Tower was that you guys made, and she's just like just has her hand placed up against it.
Is Newman also here? Because he was just vibing with the tower, basically, right?
Probably, yeah.
In which
Yeah.
case I'm just like,
There's-
hey, what's up, both of you?
It's your horrifying Frankenstein.
How have you both been?
I found an eye.
That's cool. I'm glad.
Oh, when you look at the head, it's just an eye. Like, Not a Chardlin eye or like a magical rune engraved stone.
Just a large eye.
It's just an absolutely normal eye. It's
Like,
very.
instead of a head, just one normal-sized eye.
I turned up one day and he was just like that.
What happened to you? Where did all of your stuff go?
No, the head is apart from that, all yours. So he completely did not like the concept of hair, so he now has a shaved head.
So it's
Okay,
shaved Lumen.
that's fair enough.
Well, that's not growing back.
Nope.
Yeah, fair enough. Your body, do with it what you like.
Helps differentiate
Technically,
yes.
it's yours.
It does.
I mean, technically
mean-
that body isn't mine. It's like another version of me's corpse that they're not using anymore. So
It's a version of you that should have ceased to exist.
and they've already technically been revived, so they have a completely different body. So realistically, that body is just yours. It doesn't belong to anyone other than you, I guess.
As long as it is alive now, or if it starts undergoing processes that a dead body will.
It's like close enough to an approximation of being alive.
It's free real estate.
I
Yeah.
guess
I haven't noticed any
Once-
decomposition yet, so
I guess one scenario could be that he ends up as a skeleton and therefore a reborn. Well, you've already said it's a reborn, isn't it?
yeah, Reborn doesn't have to be a skeleton.
Yeah, but like after time.
No, they don't decompose.
Think of them like Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if we want, we could make him decompose, but
That's entirely up to you.
Let's not decompose him.
it would make
I'm
it
not
even
going
easier to tell them apart.
It would. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anyone's gonna have trouble telling us apart.
Especially with the huge ass spider legs that are sticking out of his back.
Also, just the fact that even as a base, you look like Lumen at the start of the campaign.
That's
Oh,
also true.
okay. Just for fun, because I forgot about the spider legs thing. I would say that you didn't have them when the first thing happened. So if Lumen wants
What
to, when the first got implanted.
Oh no, I definitely didn't because I wasn't wearing the shoes.
Yeah.
I
So
wasn't wearing any of them.
so when Lumen came, it would have been like Lumen, but bald and a bit off. Also, spider legs on the back.
Honestly, it would be more unusual if Lumen didn't mutate over time.
Ah,
That
you
just
look so
happens.
normal.
That just happens to Lumens. You turn away from them for 5 minutes and they've grown like a second head or something. It just happens.
Does he actually say that?
Yes.
Newman starts looking for new things on his body that he wasn't aware of.
I've got this weird tail on the front. That's kind of useless.
What is the purpose of object?
I think he would have during the week that Lumen was gone. He probably would have embarrassed Via by asking about that.
She just like hands you a book of anatomy. Some reading material for you. That should tell you all you need to know.
God, it would be
Elven anatomy.
it would be so funny if Via accidentally gave the wrong book though, like dwarven anatomy or orcish anatomy.
I mean, the basics are similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the basics are similar, but it doesn't sound like a mistake that she'd make.
No, I just like the idea of him just reading the wrong book and going, "Okay, this is a human."
Made
Look, we
for
already
to-
know everything about humans. Humans and elf. They're completely different.
I mean, as we all know, humans breathe fire.
Yeah.
Exactly. We all know that about humans. Humans breathe fire. Elves don't breathe fire. That's why.
That's one of the key distinguishing features.
Exactly. That's why Newman can't breathe fire.
That's not true. Newman could breathe fire if he wanted.
Via's like, check out the alchemy labs. They might have some potions of fire breathing down there.
But very specifically, not because he has the body of an elf. For other reasons, unrelated to being a human or an elf.
Mm.
So yes, how goes it, both of you?
Can't turn into a dragon anymore, I don't think.
At least not.
That is
You've
sad.
not at least been able to at the moment.
Maybe you'll be able to transform into a dragon one day. Maybe if we find a dragon corpse, I could try like I could take the stone out of your head and put it in the dragon's, and then maybe you'd take over that body.
Ah,
Oh, the
Dracolich.
Did he have... What did we say about the dragon tongue?
Yes, you do have that.
Okay.
L-
Then he sticks his tongue out. I am part dragon, a little bit, I think.
A little bit. I also have some dragon friends.
Oh, and I have a dragon, points to his divine steed that looks basically like a small Jardelin dragon without wings.
I think I have 3 dragons.
I also like to imagine Christian. It's like you stick out the tongue, and Lumen's like, "Wait a minute, you shouldn't have that. How did you get that?" And you just like shrug, woke up with it.
I thought it fell out. I thought it fell out of the tower, and I assume he just picked it up and like stuck it in.
God says he has it.
I vaguely remember you retroactively going, "Oh yeah, the tongue would have fallen out of the tower."
Something. You still get the tongue because it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have
In
been
which
fine with, because me as a player forgot about it when taking off all the other stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't
And
take off your tongue.
And
I mean, if
Lumen's
you-
not surprised that he's just like ripping parts of his body out to add in upgrades.
I mean, if you still have that, like, Via probably would have approached you a couple of times throughout the week with like
Lick this.
like like a crystal or a wand or something that she'd found in like one of the libraries. I'm just like, lick this. Tell me what you think.
So should we get teleporting back to Neverwinter to meet up with everyone?
Via like places her hand back on the tower. It's just like, I have a quick moment. 2 things. One, aside from a whole bunch of like old magic that doesn't really get used anymore, I found some notes in the Strixhaven library about something called Black Ark, and judging by what's happened with this, part of me thinks that this has something to do with it. I'm trying to figure out if there's some way that I can communicate with what's inside.
Not what, it's who.
I know, like, this is just me thinking outside the box, as I know that this isn't technically how this is supposed to work. But it's chortling. Fucking, you never know. DM, you know how come like Via's dad's pages, as well as with all of this, allows me to cast like different spells that I might not have, like that time when it let me cast Contact of the Plane.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to use that to use something like either telepathy or telepathic bond on the Chardland Tower itself, or our universe's Newt whether they are alive or not on tower, to
Uh,
see if any sort of like communication can be established with either that newt or whatever is inside it.
Honestly, you have no idea.
I mean, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm saying what happens when I try it.
Most of the things that you attempt don't pan out. Actually, give me a Arcana with advantage. Advantage for like. I imagine the three of you are just like talking amongst yourselves.
Also,
Yeah,
is
'cause
Zamla
Via's,
here?
That's a
I mean,
good
he was
point.
following you.
Yeah.
I think he was following you.
Yeah.
Zamla
He's just been
appears.
silently behind me this whole time.
I'm always watching.
Okay, good to know. It's always nice to have an ally who's got my back. And
I mean, I can't help it really.
I
anymore.
mean, you are
Those
God,
portents are not great.
so I imagine you're a little bit like all-knowing.
How much did
34.
know.
how much did Newman actually communicate with the tower, or is it more feelings?
More feelings. Newman
But
is
the distinct feeling of that he's still in there.
Yeah, there's a
somehow.
distinct feeling of you can sense. I don't know. He's there, or his essence is there, or he
All
has
the more-
not dissipated.
All the more reason for Via to think, maybe I can establish a more direct form of contact through like telepathic bond, or sending, or telepathy, or some other strong divination or communication spell like that, to either communicate with our newt or whatever's inside.
Okay, so with your like massive arcana, you figure out a way you could contact the people, but it's not really a nice one. You think back to when the evil Lumen got stabbed in the eye, and remember that he mentioned that he actually got into contact with the whatever is inside. So you're like, okay, these spells aren't working, maybe because of that dimension not existing or being its own thing or something. But if you kill yourself, you would go there.
So I just pluck the eye out of my head.
If you killed yourself, you'd respawn, but you'd have like a little bit of time where you could possibly pop there.
Okay. It takes a hand away from it. I think the only way that I can really communicate with them is if I die first.
Quick question.
Fond of that. Yeah.
Does Via have any like innate teleporty things?
Oh yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
I can
unle-
use Mystic Step as part of a feat, but
Okay.
it's not like innate to my racial traits or nothing. It's not like Starlight Step.
I count feats as like part of quotation
It is
marks
part of
you.
Fate Touched. It
Yeah.
is part of Fate Touched.
So okay, so you
Yeah.
Via
Yeah,
would be able to teleport.
Can you see me?
Yeah?
What, into it?
Oh, okay, good.
Like out of their own crystal
'cause
prison.
when you're in
Oh, right, yeah,
you'd
like
be
when
in your
dead.
crystal, and you need to teleport into the other one.
Yeah, and
Do
then
be
need
careful
to rest
doing
a,
that. though.
need to rest a while for it to happen, for it to work again.
Also, do be
Also,
careful
like-
doing that, because if you're not close enough and you teleport into the void, and then you don't have a second teleport to get into the other crystal, you will just die. Like your existence will cease.
Joseph, two things. One, I know, and two, Lumen doesn't know that.
Lumen sort
No,
of
I do.
does, because he learned it from the
other
other one.
The
We
other
had a
Lumen
whole
told
bit.
me that out
We had a
loud.
whole, but we had a whole bit the session before where Lumen went, "Oh yeah, I've never been there." So he's never
Yes.
been.
Oh no.
I've never
Doesn't-
been, but
Doesn't
specifically,
have personal experience.
Yeah, he has secondhand
You're right.
knowledge.
but
But yeah,
the
the
other
whole
Lumen
other thing
specifically
of
said,
I will die in the void bit. Yeah, I know.
He specifically
Which
said,
is
"I
why
teleported
Via's
out
like
of the thing."
still working on that.
He started melting and then teleported back in and then was fine. That's why Lumen would bring that up.
Yeah.
Because he cares about friend.
Via's like, yeah, I know. I'm not going to elaborate on that.
Just yes, I know.
But also the second thing, Lumen, I've made a promise to the other me to be there for them and a part of or everything that my divinations are telling me to get them to come out of this comatose state. I think I should stay with them and be here for one, if and when they wake up, to actually be here with them, and two, just in case. Well, looks at Scriv. You found him. You found him. So you must have found the simulacrum me, and therefore the other me, and saw the state of the room I left it in.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have to stay here on your question about are we going back.
I think you've made the right choice in that instance. I think it's
I can
important.
still send my simulacrum to aid you, but it's not fully me, you know what I mean? Like, I could leave my simulacrum here to watch over them, over the other me, but it's not the same as me actually being here when I said I would be.
Via, give me a very quick Arcana.
Neutral?
Yes.
Yep, just setting that. Bop. 29.
I mean, with the plus 14, it was unlikely you were going to fail this, but you don't know what it is, but like everyone else that's there, you just see like Via's just like talking and talking, and then their eyes light up, and then they're like, "I've had an idea." Via, you think you might be able to mess with the rod to try and make your simulacrum closer to you when you send them away.
Are you gonna do a Sonya?
I mean, it would be based on a lot of the messing around you've seen of the magics here. Would Via be willing to give it a go?
Yeah. She's not going to say anything about it. You guys just see her like midway through it, and when she's saying, me not being here for the other me would like be a break of that promise, and then like she just stops and just stays still for a minute. It's like, but I can still send my simulacrum with you, and it's nearly as good.
Oh, okay.
Be right back. Snaps fingers, portal opens, steps through, portal snaps shut.
So hey, Zamla, you know where I can get any corpses or just empty bodies?
Why do you want corpses?
I owe a guy a body.
You've owed quite a few people bodies in the course of your
Andrew?
adventure.
Andrew?
Yes?
How many people have been offering their dead to me as sacrifice?
Ooh, that would actually be quite low. Oh wait, actually no, it wouldn't. It would. It's a hard question because I was going to say it would be quite low because of the low populations and stuff, but because of the fact
How many bodies do you need?
there definitely is at least one person.
Joseph, answer the question. How many bodies do you need?
Just the one.
Is there at least one somewhere that?
Yes, that 100%. There's at least one.
I've got good news.
Epic.
There is.
Cool. Can I
go
have?
there. I don't explain myself. I just walk off and I go there.
Okay.
Lumen has a habit. Lumen has a habit of making friends that just do that. Just, I have an idea. Leaves.
You're like, God surely works in mysterious ways.
So
I mean, if I had a nickel for every time that's happened to me in the last 5 seconds, I'd have 2 nickels.
Why does everybody leave me?
so
Why does everybody keep having ideas and then despawning?
so Xandla like walks
Sure, if
into
you
a
came to
wall.
Neverwinter, I could get you a corpse.
That's also very true.
Oh,
Zamla, you appear in front of someone who has just sacrificed. God, that's so dark. Who has sacrificed their firstborn?
Oh.
Oh my God! You have came.
I have a message for you, my follower.
Oh yes.
Do not sacrifice anymore. But don't worry, you didn't know that, and I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. Now, could you save me from this apocalypse that's apparently happening?
I'm working on it, but I will need that body.
Okay.
I'll stop it.
And then a minute later, Zamla walks back out of the wall holding a dead baby.
I'm not the one who did this. I just want that to be clear.
those commoners who are like, "Did you speak to God?" Yes. Really? Yeah, he's working on it. Oh,
Oh,
He
good.
walks out with a dead baby. Trust me. Just hear me out.
Lumen is very much like, oh god. Is that body good enough for you, guy in my brain?
He asks you if there's any way you could maybe age it up a little.
Hang on. No, are there any like, is there any plant matter around here, or like?
Oh yeah, there's definitely plant matter and such.
Oh, cool. I'll rip some of that up, and now that that's all technically like the corpses of plants, I'm gonna try and like, I'm gonna try and like use fabricate to like use the baby as the base, and then have all of the extra plant matter make up all of the extra mass.
Feels like
to
you're
make
making
it,
a
like-
weird Resident Evil shit type.
It does.
Yeah.
I
to make
think
like
I see where
an
you're going. We did this.
adult-sized person,
I
but
think I
made
see
of
where
like
you're
baby
going.
and plant.
Lumen, what's going on with you? Really?
We
You're
did.
really
We did
turning
this
into
in the
Dr.
Fey realm
Frankenstein now.
before. If you plant a baby in the ground, it will
Look,
grow.
I just there's not a lot of good. Weirdly, this place is very devoid of empty vessels.
Well done, Lumen. In front of you lies a dead body. Well, I guess at this point it's not dead because it's a new thing. It's a ship. The ship of Theseus is a new ship, and it looks a bit like Swamp Man, or what? Swamp Creature, whatever his name is.
Is it less soft than my body?
Different kind of soft. More like slimy, like seaweed sort of thing.
No. Slimy bad. No. Slimy is worse than soft.
All right, is this acceptable?
If I had a quarter for every time Lumen had emulated Dr. Frankenstein in this campaign, especially recently, I'd have 2, which isn't much, but it's weird it happened twice.
It'll happen again, probably.
So the guy in your head's like, okay, well, that wasn't quite what I meant, but I can tell because I can read your magic that it looks pretty good. I could probably swap bodies later. Fuck it, I'd really want a body. Yeah, you got a deal.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
Nice.
can I hear
I mean-
him or is it just?
No, that's just in Lumen's head.
all right.
Which guy is this, actually?
The one taking over the other Lumen. So one of this universe's Lumen's dead dads.
I made a deal where I give him a body, and in exchange, he lets the other Lumen get his old body back, and he stops possessing him, basically.
So he would say to
I'm confused with the amounts of lumens.
to
I think the other Lumen is back in his normal body, and this is one of their dads who was possessing them and is now. Is this the?
Yeah.
Are you referring to the
This is-
Lumen who's? Are you referring to the Lumen who's turned to stone?
Yes. This is
Right. That one.
This is evil. This is evil Ghost Dad who was possessing the Lumen from this dimension.
gets
that
out
you went
whiteboard.
Oh, which one is the one that I'm in?
You're in the corpse of the Lumen who it was part of my consciousness, but he was my past life's consciousness who managed to survive inside of me, and then he was like given a form and ejected from my body. Then he was stabbed with Chardolin, and that meant he respawned with a new body. So I took his old body and I gave it to you.
So
Simple. So
I
yeah,
have enough of an intelligence score for that.
Lumen, you know that you have to complete the following steps at least. You need to get out of brain, no longer be made of stone.
Okay, which means I'm going to need someone. All right, hang on. Yeah, so I need to dispel magic him, right?
You also know that in the past, Mereditha has undone petrification.
I guess I can bring it to Mereditha to do. It makes sense. I'll like sling the
Via could probably
body.
dispel her own petrification because it was her spell that did it, and she'll probably just dispel it.
I know,
right.
but I mean, I could also dispel it. But I'm like, I want to have an excuse to go see friend.
Fair. Speaking of friend, what do I have to do to make Simulacrum more permanent?
Okay, so you start like trying to mess with the wand of Rod, and it doesn't seem to be working. And you're like, fuck it. What if I pump all of the energy out of it into it? If you agree to do that, you basically end up with like obviously the rod being inert till you feed
Recharge
it.
it again.
Yeah.
Which I'll have plenty of time to do that.
And what it has done, it has basically altered your simulacrum spell that was cast. So it works this like in the same way, but the HP now matches and the spells and things match. But when one loses one, the other loses it. But if the other rests, then the other gets it back. So basically, it's sharing your HP pool and your spell slots.
Mm-hmm. Now, the only thing... Well, I suppose that you can just check in with me periodically and we can copy memories in. Because other than using the Nether Weave, which would upset friends, I have no way of viewing what the copy views, but she's like hands Simul via or via Lacrum the tuning fork for plane shift to come here, and it's like just check in once every day or two to use modifying memory to copy and paste your memories to me, so that we are both on the same page of what's going on and things like that.
You do know in an emergency that both of you summon the same Inky Boy. So if you needed to like pass on a message, you could like.
Oh, okay. Just like write it down or put a scroll on Inky Boy, and then he just despawns. So it's kind of like the cat from Demon Slayer.
You can't obviously move physical things, but like he has a brain, can remember information.
A plus?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't do that via different dimensions, right? If
I can't scry over the planes without using the Netherweave. Lets me scry over the planes, but it's the Netherweave, and I am prioritizing studying it more than using it.
Like willy-nilly using it, yeah.
I mean, the last time I used it, it was against a god, and it's one of those. Yeah, I'm not using it willy-nilly, but I will use it in something that big and scary. Where it's like fuck. It's like fuck. This is a god. Pull out the big guns. But and then after that, don't use them for a while. Or if Via's like, oh crap, I'm going to die unless I do something very drastic. I imagine that this copy, though, even with the Rod of Law making them more real, can't use that.
No, they do not have access to the nether stuff.
That's fine. That's fine. If it came to something like fighting another god again, it probably wouldn't take much for them to swap places temporarily by like casting sending at each other, because and then plane shifting.
Come quick, Via, a god's attacked us.
Teleport. Yeah, she's pulling that dragon character that I made ages ago, the one that I told you about, Andrew, and the one that Joseph has seen in action. They have a simulacrum, but they have this thing set up where they go, okay, if you get in over your head, just cast sending, and the real me rolls in with like a bunch of spell glyphs with like concentration spells active on them.
All right, so
portal opens up next to you, Lumen, and the Via that is wearing the Strixhaven uniform plops out of the portal.
You just see Lumen with grass Frankenstein slung over her shoulder.
I was gone for 1 minute. This is the second. Lumen, are you trying to tell us something? Because this is the second time you've done this.
No, it's just weird. The number of people who need bodies.
Lumen just waves.
Clearing out space. Sorry.
I was just gonna Lumen just like leans over, looks through the portal at the two actual Vias and just waves at them with its dead arm.
Hello.
At least you're clearing out space in your head. Which one's this one? The leafy man.
Oh god, I am.
I need to unrock the guy in my head first, but once he's not a rock, I'm going to get the person possessing the Lumen in my brain who is stone to possess this body, and then the other Lumen will be free.
So that points out the leafy one is another you.
No.
It's one of your dads.
Well, it will be.
Do you at all mention how you made it? Because Via has definitely not seen what it started out as.
Zamla showed up with a dead baby, and I don't know where he got it from.
Turns to Zamla. So being a god is turning around, like, pretty standard for you, yeah?
Sorry?
Being a god is getting pretty standard results for you, yeah?
I mean, yes, I didn't even ask them to kill the baby. They just sort of got the idea in their head. I told them not to do it anymore, though.
Good. That's why I offered to be an intermediary, but you didn't want it, so...
Because you didn't want people killing babies. That's specific.
Well, but I wanted to help you communicate to your followers what you wanted.
But you didn't have a problem with people killing babies?
I mean, I do. It's kind of messed up, just a bit.
Let's get away from the baby murder conversation.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's go check on our friends.
To move the conversation away, the gestures at self. I am technically the simulacrum that you saw before, but I figured out a way to make myself regenerate better than a normal simulacrum can.
You got it, Via. Let's rock and roll.
Do I transfer any of my magic items to the new one? I think I will give the simulacrum my Robe of Stars,
Mhm.
Ring of Protection, and so that like their AC matches. And because like if I'm gonna be largely power resting, I'm probably not gonna need it. And the Ring of Mind shielding.
Mm-hmm. You're also pretty sure you could give them the Lawhold Wook because you're quite surrounded by them at the moment.
Ooh,
Indeed.
good point.
Yeah, so they'll still have the Lawhold primer.
Yeah, if you're pseudo like retiring from all this stuff, could I borrow the eye?
She shoots you a dirty look.
Okay.
Do. Yeah, I think that's just it. It's just Ring of Mind shielding, Ring of Protection, and the Robe of Stars, and then like this copy one has like some not Lawhold, just Strixhaven, Pledge Mage uniform.
Yeah. Also,
I'll probably have to use Mage armor for the rest.
Just to double check so that it's said somewhere, where is the rod staying? Or at least the shard of it. Is Via
Real me.
Yeah,
Real
is
me.
Via asking to
Like,
keep a hold of that?
Yeah.
I just
So
want
the real me still has the eye and still has the rod, much like how they also have the Netherese magic. They're essentially the nuke to call in if required, because like the rod and other things like that is stuff that she's going to spend time here studying and learning about, or using divination to try and learn more about, while the copy goes out and still does things with the party, and then like reiterates back. Because I'm assuming, and Via would probably think this as well, that while real Via would get like a ping if they were anywhere near another one of the rod shards, the simulacrum won't. But at the same time, she has no idea, aside from that one village where it might have one there. Otherwise, it's just a ley line to get out of this crystal sphere. Aside from that, the only times when any of that would be needed would be like, again, if it's like, okay, we're gonna go and fight the big lich now, or go and fight another mind flare god or something.
Oh, there are a few more of those. You just have to get to town, and then there's 5 of them duking it out.
Real Via though will. Speaking of the eye, I think Via would at this point, because at this point I'll have a bit more of a chat with you later, Andrew, about game about it. But she will probably use a combination of spell glyphs and the whatever ability it was that Zamla gave her when she asked for like an ability to resurrect the dead, to basically remove the eye, but still like keep watch over it.
Okay. That's not going to be for a little while, though, so yeah, we can discuss that
She
like
doesn't have the
later.
simulacrum around anymore. She isn't. I assume that if she casts simulacrum again, this one just vanishes.
Yes. But
Yeah.
you don't know that, but you can like quite heavily assume it.
I assumed it, so Via would probably assume that as well.
Yeah.
And with her intelligence being that much way higher than what IRL me would probably just go, oh yeah, 100%. They will just vanish.
It's like, even if not, it's not worth the risk just in case.
Yeah, but she wants to stay here and basically use divination magic as well as whatever sources she does have here in the school to basically spend more time studying things like the netherweave, like the rod, like the eye, and Chardlearn, and what this whole Project Black Ark thing is, while also being here so that if other Via wakes up, she can just be here in an instant, because like the alarm glyphs would go off to say they've stirred, and then she would just teleport into the room.
Okay, I will go over with you, because obviously it's going to take some time in game.
Yeah,
a lot of
she's
that.
essentially just going to be like powering downtime activity at this point. While the simulacrum
Does all the work.
enhanced greater simulacrum essentially goes and does all the adventure inside. And hey, if the other Via wakes up in the meantime, it's like, okay, now that you're awake, I've really wanted to go on this trip to this place for this reason, to study this magic thing. Want to go on a trip, get some fresh air? Teleport. Poof, gone. Everybody comes back. Where have they gone? Oh no.
Yeah, that's not important right now. Right now, the party has a brand new the same friend.
Yeah. The eye is gone, at least on this version, and they don't turn up on any like divine sense or detect good and evil or whatever the fuck as evil.
What do you think?
Shouldn't do. Doesn't have the eye on her.
But maybe she's evil.
Detect good and evil. Detects owl.
Detects fear. It's like, okay, they're not. They are and they aren't.
Yeah, it does, and it doesn't really answer my question.
From a certain point, the good book be all like, from a certain point of view, and everyone else is like, from a certain point of view.
So yeah, who's gonna be the teleporty boy?
I mean,
Not me.
Via Lacrum will just do that.
Lumen,
like, I've got the Via Lacrum's like, I've got the tuning forks for it, so everybody join hands, plane shift.
Joseph,
Ooh, that would be a nice experiment if I survive plane shift.
I mean, you should.
I mean, I don't have a thingy.
I mean,
I
it's
kind of have a thingy, but I don't really have a thingy.
Oh yeah,
that is true.
but you are also classed as an object.
Excuse me.
That's very rude and literally not true, because they are a creature.
Yeah, they're a reborn. In all seriousness, that is a good point. Actually, I'm not going to cast that just yet.
No, it's fine.
They will survive. One,
We should
because
try it.
even if they didn't have a Chardalyn shard, you only need to have your magic come from a person who has a Chardalyn shard, so they'd be fine either way.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, you've got examples of that in the past.
Oh, okay.
Because when we've teleported people, it didn't blend to them.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we have had that before. I remember now where someone had a go at Via saying, you can't teleport, you'll get spaghettied. And then Via was like, Via at the time thought it was just them not knowing how to do it. And it was like, no, I just do it right. And it's like, no, actually, it's because we were casting it that other people were able to teleport. So Via is, it's just like, actually, yeah. Because I'm casting it, everything should be fine. Plane shift. Let's go.
I do have to say though, Joseph, are you sure that you don't want to take charge and do Blue Veil and head to Waterworld?
You know what, Andrew? I'd love to do that, but we'll do this first.
Yeah.
Then we'll go to Waterworld.
God. New Newt's like, this A lot has happened in this town. I don't remember it being so wet. And why is there a Tarask swimming at us?
I'm very
Why
excited.
did you bring us to
Water
Waterworld?
That's just the first place that he goes by accident when he casts A Dream of the Blue Veil. It is a horrifying world with one singular small island, all water, and the water is infested with the meme things, the vampire illithid, what is it, lich, Tarask, blah 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 blah. It's a blasted hellscape.
But we haven't gone there yet because that spell takes like an hour to get going and then 8 hours for you to permanently be there.
But yes, you do a whizzy wazzle womble wob, and head to the town that is like it's not never winter. It's sometimes winter.
Not often winter, because literally a spell a long time ago was cast to make it not be winter there, even though it should be based on its altitude.
Yeah. Physically, never. Spiritually, well, sometimes.
Yeah, but people way back when were casting big control weathers.
When
With
Meredith's
spell
elected, he'll hire
big
some mages to
control
bring
weather.
back winter every so often, so that they can have fun with snowball fights.
Oh, that's
With
actually adorable.
with spell slots that no longer exist.
But yeah, you reappear at the front gate, as often you do. Guys, the town looks very different.
In what way?
People are celebrating. There's a lot of drunk people. And there's just pictures of Meredith fucking everywhere.
Now,
Like
I guess you.
There are approved vendors at the gate with non-alcoholic and alcoholic of the new celebration beverages.
I would be approaching like, hey, did Mereditha win the recent election? Is that why everyone's happy?
Pretty safe assumption, judging by what's going on.
The vendors are like, oh well, you'll never believe what happened. It is astounding. So, obviously, our great Lord Mereditha never went. He hasn't really decided on his title yet. Yeah, he's been quite busy, I think. He came back and was helping everyone out, and then suddenly, out of the blue, a god turned up. It was like,
which one?
It turns out that was who the other candidate was working for.
All right, nice gardener lady. Yeah, she's cool.
They kind of like endorsed Mereditha, so we kind of just realized, well, we may as well end the election then.
Landslide, baby.
Nice.
Sounds like a coalition.
I mean, obviously, someone can like in the future try to become the new lord, and we'll have to go through all this again. But for right now, we've got our new lord.
Meredith's first act, Lord of Neverwinter, now hereditary title, no more elections.
I'm like, is Mereditha making this a democracy? This didn't used to be a democracy. It used to be an sort of an autocracy, I guess, where you voted.
Yes, Mereditha is bringing democracy to the land of Neverwinter.
Oh, good.
There will be very well organized elections every 5 years now.
Okay, good.
Like as we're going through the towns and stuff, and just seeing all of this, Via just like offhandedly says to you, Lumen, oh, maybe he just kept listening to the good book because all of this looks good.
Do any of you grab any of the like free drinks that are being offered from the vendors?
What is being offered?
Lumen will take the non-alcoholic variety.
Sure. So if you take a sip, it is a pineapple juice with like hot pepper, sort of like spicy popping balls in it. Once you
Ooh.
drink it, you sort of like your hands start shooting fireworks for like a couple minutes.
When Lumen tastes
Yeah,
that,
sure, I'll take that.
he immediately like spits it out and is like, "Ah, spicy! I cannot handle spicy."
But yeah, it comes in both alcoholic and non-alcoholic flavors.
It sounds
If you were
horrible.
getting on the non-alcoholic version of that.
Also,
It's too spicy.
as you're entering the town, someone who doesn't recognize you would come up and be like, are you a returning visitor or are you new to the town?
Returning.
I'm returning and I'm already here.
Excellent.
I'm a visitor.
That makes no sense, but good.
I'm both.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I sign any of you up for, since you're all from here, you don't have to do it as like an entry thing. Can I sign any of you up for complimentary instruction lessons?
What are these lessons?
Oh, well, Murder, our great lord, has set up like a system of classes. So, just like
school?
Yeah, a bit like a school. I haven't taken it myself, but all the people who have raved about its excellence. It's to do with like there's a lot of things going on, and this is helping people understand like apparently the universe is ending and what you can do to help. And
see, I don't have time for school. The universe is ending.
I was just going to say, yeah, I'll pass. Respectfully. We have business to attend here.
Out of character, these are the thingy camps.
The re-education camps.
Yes.
Oh, the re-education camps.
Lumen is like, yeah, I don't have time for this because I have to stop the universe from ending. But I like the idea.
I'd like to call them education camps.
Yeah.
But people keep adding the bit "re" to the beginning of them, and I'm not sure why they keep doing that.
Lumen doesn't really know what's like. Lumen assumes they're just a kind of school.
They are a kind of school.
Very specific kind.
Via is uncomfortable at the use of the words education and camp like that.
Yeah, but
she's
like
giving,
math camp?
as her friend, she's giving you, Meredith, the benefit of the doubt of just going, oh, he's just bringing more education into Neverwinter.
Yeah, it's like people use words that make things sound bad, but in reality, the thing is 100% a positive right now.
Yeah, and also it's you are the lord of this place, you are elected in, let you run, and this isn't her place to, exact any sort of like
judgment.
Yeah.
I'm sure Meredith will make good choices.
He's the lord of this place. Everybody seems happy here. Let's just be happy
Andrew,
with what's going on here.
Yes, Graham?
Did other Lumen get back to me in time? Because I know he had killed himself to go check out that other room, but he was meant to be coming back to help me.
Yeah, he would have been helping you. Mainly, what he would have asked of you was if you could spare like a couple of like platoons of people, because he wants to go and like there's an old ruin that he knows because he used to own it, had like some real powerful magic stuff that would help you with like your rulership and such.
Yeah, he can have like groups. Like I've got my militia. He can take some of the militia.
Yeah, he also helped with like the setting up of the totally normal schools.
Yeah, I was like, I need someone who's been in education before. He seemed to sound like he'd done education work before.
Oh God.
Do you mention that to any of us, or do you keep it to yourself?
I
mean, never met him yet, so
when you guys get to me eventually, then we'll talk.
I
mean, in terms of having an aide, that guy has a lot of leadership
I'll be right back,
experience. as a tyrant.
Quote, air quote, leadership, air quote.
Yeah, he was a tyrant in the past. That's a form of leadership. It's not a good one.
Like if Lumen and Via end up while we're going through the tower and end up talking about that version of you, Via's like, yeah. Fun fact: there's a lot of books in Strixhaven's library that mention him.
Yeah, I've seen his life.
In a sort of, yeah, but seeing it's weird seeing it from the outside in a sort of like, oh yeah, everybody loved me because I made them, sort of way.
I suppose you could give me an advantage insight when you're like talking about this.
Who?
You.
Okay. Oh, then 17.
That's not too bad. You would just like have a sudden, like when you're talking about, yeah, all the people liked him because maybe they were forced to, and then you're like, oh yeah, Murder's thing talks about like people liking him, and probably not relevant. That would just flash in your mind for like a second.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, surely he's got the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Yeah.
Surely that's keeping him right?
Obviously.
Trust the book.
So off in the distance, you guys can just hear do 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 do. Make way for Lord Murdertha.
Like you see Murdertha looking very embarrassed on the back of Palanquin. He's like,
You just wanted to get your lunch.
Yeah, just like the gnomes insisted on it, and he's like,
Hey, Murdertha! Waving at you.
Murdertha will take this opportunity to attempt to ditch his guards.
Okay, give me an advantage stealth. Because you're on the back of a giant weird elephant thing.
I think it's one. I thought it was one of the I didn't think they had elephants here. I thought we were just like one of these like carry chair things.
I would help with portent, but I rolled a 5 and a 4, so I don't think that'll help much.
Stealth.
Nice.
So you take off your royal or lordly robes and drape them over the chair, like the coat. You drape them over the chair that you were sitting in, and then just duck and roll into the crowd so perfectly no one sees you do it, and everyone's just cheering at this silhouette that they can kind of see. And then the procession just leaves.
Oh, hey guys. How are we all doing? You liking the celebrations?
Congratulations on your win, first off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. 100% of the vote. Breaks all records.
That sounds like a rigged election.
Turns out when there's only you can't get any less than that.
I suppose.
Hey, I'm just.
I mean, the guy. What did you win? One of your representatives said that. Why am I blanking on their name?
I won the rulership of this place.
Hey, so Murdertha, you know how to break spells and stuff, right?
A little bit.
Cool. Pulls out stone statue of me.
Rat, spit out.
Yeah.
Which you is this one?
This one is a version of me that's possessed by an evil version of my dad from this dimension. And I conveniently have this grass vessel with me for them to go into, and then they said they'd give the version of me that they're currently suppressing their body back.
So you want me to just unstone this?
Yeah, and then they're gonna go into this body.
You made it out of a baby.
And some grass.
Oh, you took a baby and added some grass?
No, I asked Zamla for a body, and Zamla returned a couple seconds later with a dead baby.
I mean, I'd have gotten you a full-size corpse if you'd asked.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, but this is a team effort.
Okay.
What's done
And
is
you
done, I
are
suppose.
no longer stone.
Now for my revenge! Nah, I'm kidding.
Cool. Get into the grass body.
The other Lumen's body just like collapses, and then the grass body gets up and starts
I would
dancing.
rush in to catch him instead of him collapsing.
I mean, yeah, you could stop him just like completely collapsing. You can catch yourself in your arms.
And I'm like, okay, so Mereditha, this guy who's Ghost Dad, I assume he'll probably actually get along with the other version of me from the past, and I think he'll probably be willing to help you out. At least,
Oh,
until
yeah,
his
the
purpose is
other
done.
you is away off to some magic tower to go get some items.
I'm sure that's
Hmm.
horrifying.
Like, he's
but
taken about 40 of the civilian militia with him. It seemed like he had a good idea what he was doing.
I'm
Bertha,
sure that's
would you
incredibly evil.
mind? Would you mind when he gets back if you have us, points out herself and Lumen, go over the artifacts he brings back?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I do need him back as my education secretary.
Just
What
be
positions
careful
of
around him, okay?
what positions of government do you have open that an extremely powerful ghost guy in a grass body would be good at?
What skills do you have, and how could they relate to the running of a city?
Well, I'm great at murdering things.
Okay.
That sounds
Where we end.
Actually, I'm quite good at running an organization. So he like leans in and whispers to Mereditha. So there's like the secret organization of spellcasters called the Sith, and I was once one of their top members.
That sounds like an ability that would a position that would make you really good at training new magic users.
Yeah, I've been known to do that. I've had apprentices in the past.
So we're in this thing where we need to get powerful relatively quickly. So if we had magically inclined members of found in the city in our education programs, do you think you could teach them the how to do magic? Because Lumen's really powerful and you were trained him, right?
Yes,
That isn't not true.
yeah. The swampy friend is like, oh, you want to train people quickly? Okay, so set me up I don't know, some sort of building or something like that. Just send people my way. I can have you an army of people ready in no time.
Okay, so when other Lumen gets back, you can we'll sort out a part of the education buildings.
Excellent.
Okay.
But now I'm gonna get used to this body.
I did my best.
Okay. Just Lumen goes. Yeah, he seems to be really into the idea of training the future magic user of the city to help us defend this place.
Well, I guess he's no more evil than the other me you're working with.
Wait, other you's evil?
Yes, extremely.
But he seems so nice.
He's done nothing but
They
help
always do
out.
that, isn't it?
Yeah, all
Funny
he's
that,
done is
isn't it?
help me build an education system to raise the literacy rates and teach people basic combat drills.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has been talking about mind memory something or other, but I haven't really paid attention to when he talks about that.
Mereditha, you do still have the two books, don't you? The one of Exalted Deeds and Vile
Yeah, it's right
Darkness.
here. What's up?
Have you consulted either of those about your new companion?
Sure. I mean, it keeps telling me like everyone deserves a second chance.
I hate that that's pretty close to what I would have said.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I get.
It's
I
Out
like,
of
it's like
curiosity,
no one is irredeemably evil. Like you need to like let everyone have another shot. Like you need to believe in people's ability to change. And I'm like, yeah, I changed. I used to kill gnomes for a living, and now look at all my gnome workers, like my gnome counselors.
And you know what, Meredith? That is exactly why I've sent these people to work with you.
yeah.
So
Hopefully, they'll learn by your example.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna get them working on the education of the future best and brightest of the city, and then that'll give us like a leg up into like the future when we like decide that we need to like sort out this place.
Yeah. I also need to.
Also,
I need to go check on Baby.
Oh, Lumen, other you does keep suggesting that I like start recruiting like powerful friends for some kind of like secret police.
Uh-huh.
But like I don't really know why you would keep the police a secret. Like it seems like they should be like visible to the public.
Yeah, the police should
Yeah.
all have public records that anyone can access at any point.
Yeah, that starting something like that is, it sounds like a slippery slope to places that you don't really want to be going to if you want to maintain a, you know, gestures at everything prosperous democratic society.
I just hope this whole democracy thing doesn't get corrupted from the inside out.
No, it's fine. I've got complete control.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
You
Yeah.
maintain that.
Exactly.
You maintain that.
I can't. Well, we have no historical evidence to say that this
We-
would go
no,
badly, so I'm sure
we
it'll go
don't.
great. You know,
It's fine. I have complete control over how the elections are run now.
that's
And over what the people think.
Isn't that kind of-
And I will guarantee how that every election is fair and balanced for everyone that runs in it.
how many people are allowed to run in it?
Oh, like you just want to put your name in, you can get your name put in the hat. But it'll be 5 years from now at this point.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm sure it'll all work out tickety boo.
I have a sign up sheet in the office for people who are wanting to like put their name in the hat like early.
Nice.
Weirdly though, so far there's been no applications. No one seems to want to step up.
I mean,
yeah,
everybody
it seems like people are happy enough right now.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
seems to, everybody seems to be partying right now.
I assume eventually someone will get annoyed at me and decide they want to run.
This place seems like a really good like republic. I'm sure that will all go really well.
Yeah. I'm gonna beat my record next election and win with 101% of the vote. It's gonna be great.
I'm sure that this will never fall apart and be corrupted from the inside and turn into a big empire. I'm sure that won't happen.
Ah, have you met my clone army?
And if you ever have any problems that need solving, or if you need a question answered by somebody who's impartial and not in your system, you need only ask. Gestures at
Wait,
self.
you guys aren't registering for the system?
I mean, we're kind of trying to stop the universe ending.
I mean, I was really hoping you guys would volunteer to teach people your valuable skills at some point.
I mean, I'd love to, but universe ending, and also kind of want to get back to my own home and do
to be
that
fair,
sort of
Just
thing
Meredith
there.
is just like the giant teary kobold eyes looking sadly at you.
To be
don't
fair,
do that.
I think my simulacrum's already been around here, talking to people and stuff.
You would be aware, like you wouldn't know yourself, but you'd be aware that they would have been setting up in Phandelver, but they also had been like they had the instruction to come back a week from when you guys all split up. So they should be in town.
Yeah.
They should be at least very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
they
don't.
should generally
I
go
can't
for
spend
it.
that much more time talking. I have so much paperwork to do, and I'm pretty sure they'll have noticed that I'm gone right about now. And Murdertham makes off in the opposite direction as like a big kerfuffle starts happening where the big chair was taken.
Everyone just
gonna
hears the
ask
music
you-
stop.
Yeah. Via's like, oh, I wanted to ask him what the books think of this. Gestures at self again.
You
'Cause
can
you know how
find
come-
me. You can find me in the central office. I'll probably be doing paperwork. It's real boring.
Noted. Yeah, turns to Lumen. You know how come the books used to just say that I was evil by default? Well, I want to see what it thinks of this. She keeps on like holding like her hands up and like forming like semantic gestures and stuff like, but not actually casting any spells, and just like moving and stretching and just being like, it feels different but the same. Weird.
That is strange. Well, I've got a baby to check in on at a tavern.
Well, I'll come with you because that tavern keeper's kind of still under my life debt.
He's still my
Alright.
We should also
property.
visit Newt's. We should also visit Newt's plant kid.
Oh, yeah.
We should. That's important.
Or can we see it from here?
Oh, so,
You technically
mean-
can see it from there, yes.
Yeah,
hey, DM.
I'll pick up baby Siri. They can have a play date.
Okay, so
That'll be
Also,
adorable.
just on that subject, the baby dragon though will be staying at Strixhaven with Mam Via,
yeah,
so that kind of
understandable.
keeps him out of danger. Also, just an idea popped in my head. Since real Via is like staying in Strixhaven, like power down timing and all that, do I think that means it could be feasibly possible to make that innkeeper a warlock? Hey, you want to cast Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, fuck it. You can scare him into giving him free stuff.
I'm not gonna scare him.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
like-
offer him it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You offer him. You're like, okay, I can only like send a message quick, but you've been doing me a real solid. So I thought I'd like send some powers to help you. But he like takes it as I own you. Here's a little gift, but remember who's in charge.
No, Via's genuinely trying to like be like, hey, I know that this started out as I've saved your life twice, so do some services for me. But you've been doing a good job, and I have the opportunity to maybe give you something a little bit extra back. So you want to cast some spells?
Yeah, I mean, when Via actually interacts with him personally, it'll become more apparent that it's been him that's been thinking a lot of this stuff. But like, just through short messages and whatnot, he's like still a bit terrified. But it's like, yeah, I'm happy to help. Anything to help, always help. I am helpful. So yeah, speaking of, is the party heading towards the inn?
Yeah.
Oh, then
You know
like,
how
go on.
that reminds me. You know how come like a whole
Yeah.
lot of people in the town started like being able to
Baldur?
cast like cantrips and stuff.
Hmm.
Was the innkeeper included in that? Is he able to do like little spells and stuff? Or is he
Yeah.
separate?
Weirdly, it does seem like everyone in the town can cast something magical. Like some
Oh,
it.
so that's just made Via want to give him warlock levels even more because he's just like, I'm supposed to be the one under my contract.
Like the
Bugger
thing that
off whatever wild magic I caused.
the thing that he got was like he was so happy that he got prestidigitation, though he doesn't know that's what it is because it makes cleaning like glasses and dishes so easy.
Yeah, it's genuinely one of the best spells for like IRL.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You can also offer like so many different flavored drinks now. And then
technically,
charge extra. Magic juice, like instead of like 3 copper or something, it's like a silver.
I mean, like, I got to assume that something along the lines of this apple, but it tastes like chocolate, would sell like hotcakes, right? You know,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
things
All
that
the
are good
food's
to
different.
eat, but now it tastes like a sugary, delicious dessert, like a cake or something.
You're struggling to get your kids to eat their greens. Try this lettuce. It tastes like candy floss.
Exactly. You know.
So what you're saying is it's the stuff for babies like Magenta who loves her cotton candy grapes.
Yes.
Zing.
It's delicious cotton candy grapes.
Oh. So yeah, you're heading towards the tavern, and everyone give me a quick perception as you're walking.
Oh, that's good for my very first roll of this character.
Yeah.
That's the
Shouldn't
fastest.
have.
That's the
Why
fastest
was that
perception I
at
could get you.
advantage?
Technically, I
been at
should have had
advantage because
advantage.
It shouldn't have been at advantage, but it was the first one rolled anyway, so 30.
Take
Boo.
the 26 over the 13.
You're all overshadowing the poor new boy, who did very
Just
well.
sorry.
The god doesn't do as well, but
God has their limits, okay?
he's got a lot of stuff to focus on.
Yeah.
Like it's
Divide
not.
his attention between all his followers.
Yeah, it's not a hard check, so you all do pass it. But as you're walking, you occasionally see what you at first like, oh, there's like a bunch of like people who look like they're drunk. But then as you're walking more and more towards the tavern, you realize that wait, no, they don't look drunk. They look like enchanted or something. And it does seem like it's like leading towards the tavern. Like you look down into the street, you don't see other people like that.
Tap speak. Like detect magic. What am I saying?
It would be enchantment.
Yeah, but is it like going into the tavern?
Or
is it doing something else?
I mean, it's essentially it's on each of these people. Like they've all been enchanted each separately.
Is it in their drink, or is it to them, or is it just on them and that's it?
It seems to be just on these people.
Okay.
No, just Lumen. You seeing this as well? They're not drunk. They're bewitched.
Yeah, something's up with them. I guess I will just. I guess I'll approach one and just ask, "Are you okay?"
Oh, I'm having a lovely time. Oh, wait a minute, you're Lumen. I just saw your they're like the squid, not squid. They're like the what's it called when like close their eyes really tight.
Squint.
Dad, I can't. I already. What did he say he was? I don't know. Something like that. He was looking for you. He was a real nice guy. He had a beautiful eye, and
where is he now?
Well, he was looking for you. I said that you're normally seen like in the tavern when you're in town.
Did he look like me, just with hair?
No, he looked, and they're straining. You had beautiful eyes.
All right, I guess we'll head into the tavern.
That sounds suspicious.
Let's get to the bottom of who's enchanted all these people.
Okay, so what happens is you head to the tavern, and you get like a cutscene start playing of like as you approach, you see a shadow cast on the wall, and what you see is the body of a child looks like swinging from a rope or something. I was like, It looks horrifying.
Rushes in. See what's
Yeah.
happening.
And inside, instead of finding a child that's been hung, you find a beholder with several children swinging on him. He looks incredibly befuddled. The shadow that you saw swinging is actually Siri swinging off one of his eye stalks.
Aw, that's adorable.
While he's yelling, "Get off me, small humans!"
That's so cute.
Is it Zenithor Beholder or Cat Person Owner Beholder?
People who have met him, you would recognize that this is Cat Holder.
Cat holder.
Ah, right.
Small human, where is my cat? Stop swinging on my eye. And if you didn't get
He's
it,
looking for you.
he charm personed everyone on the way.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I drop concentration on the detect magic because Via's like, oh, that explains it.
That does add up. Yeah.
Also, Lumen, you can see Via's got that smirk on her face again. Like, do I point him out to you? I would point you out to him.
Oh.
Currently, he is very distracted, so has not noticed his familiar is right there.
Lumen just looking the other way, like.
Yeah, everything seems fine. Let's just back out.
Lumen, it's your friend from the thing.
A mage hand taps the beholder in the direction he needs to look. Minor illusions, an arrow pointing down above Lumen.
Okay. So you distract his attention. Something funny happens when he spins around to look at you. Behind him, in where his line of sight was, a Lumen springs up out of a puddle of water. Oh God! Don't let him look at me! Don't let him look at me!
Duck behind the counter! Duck behind the counter of the bar!
And then when he turns around, he's like, that's where you went. I knew I saw you in here.
Uh-oh.
He rushes over with a bunch of just children on him.
Hey, one of them's yours.
And just kind of he kind of smushes you into a wall. Him having no way to actually hug. Oh, there's my baby, my good boy.
Via's watching on like, oh, this is adorable.
Oh no, my magical eye keeps turning off when he looks at me.
I'm so glad I found you. Do you know how long it took me to fly here?
A week?
Yes.
Very good.
I had to trick the people here. Otherwise, like the first person I saw at the gate did a bit of a panic because I don't know, they're racist maybe. I'm just like a normal beholder. What's the problem?
Oh, that sounds terrible.
So yeah, like all the people here are like charmed. They think I'm your dad.
That's another one to add to the list, I suppose.
So do you now understand why no one remembers what he looks like, but they think he has beautiful eyes?
Yeah.
So yeah, he explains that he landed the big brain ship outside of town. And then people like were panicking. So he turned on like a cloaking thing and started charming people, and like everyone's chill now.
Yeah, that seems valid. I guess if you're am I okay with mind control if it's to stop people being racist? What a question.
That's a question to go in one of Meredith's classes.
Yes, would you like to book into Anti-Racism 101?
I'm just like, what are your ethics on mind control to brainwash the racism out of people?
Again, would you like to book into Anti-Racism 101?
I don't think so because I'm not racist.
Are you sure?
It's sadly not as popular as Racism 101,
I think so.
which we will be closing down.
They're actually the same course. It's just like one of them is a trick.
Makes sense to get those racists.
But it's a mystery. Which one?
Yeah.
Which one? I was about to say, which one is the trick?
How does the trick undo racist blood?
That is true. My blood is racist.
Well, what we do is we take out that blood and we re-sanguinate him with a different kind of blood.
Blood
Would that
transfusion
kill
with
me?
Holy
another
blood taken from
race.
Murdertha?
I think it would kill me.
I mean, that depends.
Never-ending
Take
source of holy blood.
If we do it I'm a never-ending source of holy blood. And holy
You
blood
could
would kill
also,
you.
you could probably also make like warlock, or so, no, maybe it's what was divine soul sorcerers out of people.
Yeah, sorcerer.
By blood transfusion.
Yeah, effectively,
them.
yeah. I'm like, cool. How do we make it? How do we fix this problem? Okay, we just
Oh,
replace the blood
actually-
with holy blood.
Yeah, Zamla could super do that because he's literally a god. You just like take a little bit of god blood and then you're a divine soul sorcerer.
Or between all of you guys, you can make clerics, you can make warlocks, you can make sorcerers.
Zamla,
I think if
you're being headbutted by a flying snake.
I think if Lumen did it, it would be we've made the X-Men because that guy is just mutated to.
Zamla,
shit.
do you
Yes?
take the message off the flying snake?
I guess I checked the message.
The message is, "Hey, could I have some of your blood for some trials?"
Signed Murdertha.
Blood?
Oh, I guess I get out a vial, Andrew.
Uh-huh.
And I just and just hold it over.
And you put it back in the little pouch for the snake, and the snake flies back.
The color of the blood is a kind of weird greeny color.
Sick.
Wait,
Sam left
what took it
to
away?
himself right now. That's
The
unusual. It used
the
to be
snake
orange.
messenger.
Weird.
Snake just takes it, then like the blood turns into like vines and just like wraps around it. Or something. Oh shit, that didn't go well.
I mean, as the snake is flying, like, you guys wouldn't know this, but the snake would know this. As it is flying away, any vegetation it gets too close to does start rapidly growing.
The snake's being like, "Oh shit, gotta get this done faster."
So, beholder friend.
Oh, and then Siri suddenly realizes that actual you is there. It just essentially jumps from the tentacle to be like just on your face. They're like
Yay!
face hugging you.
Oh god, my eye stalk. It's in so much pain with a child on it.
You've had worse.
Are you going to make a thing out of this baby too?
No.
What?
Someone just gave me this baby.
Somebody just gave you the other baby.
You know what? When you're right, you're right. But this one's still using its body.
Yeah, this one's still
Okay.
alive and has its own life, and context is very important. Yes, someone gave him that other one. That was Zamla, and it was like a god offering. Bit
So
different to
there-
this, just that the adorableness happening.
We're not really sure what the deal was with this one.
Pat's baby. Yeah, maybe some archfey will come after me at some point. Who knows?
I mean, the circumstances you got them does scream archfey.
I have come for your firstborn. Yeah, I already gave them away. What the fuck?
Does anybody want any blood?
Who did you give them to? Just some guy. Then I left. What? Yeah, if you want payment, gotta hunt that guy down. Sorry.
They did me a very tiny favor, so I rewarded them.
They say it's a faux pas to give a pet as a gift, so I guess this.
So, baby.
But yeah,
Yeah.
It's worse.
for the most part, in terms of like the tavern, just while I'm thinking, there's only like a few changes you'd all immediately notice. As you can tell from the many kids, there is a crash service set up inside of the building now.
For like mind flaring.
No, I'm crashes in like for children.
Oh, right.
Daycare.
Yeah, you know, kind of like what the storybook has.
Yeah, like an actual. Yeah, I get what you mean.
And you notice that the bar looks like immaculately clean.
That's nice. This is just a. Oh, Lumen doesn't see most of this because he's squished against a wall with a baby on his face.
Yeah. Currently, Lumen, you're getting assaulted with words as they're relaying the past week to you.
Okay. I will attempt to pat Siri on the head and try and scoop them off my face.
God, and that first grew a brain. And then your girlfriend, she's really nice. She really likes me. I had a great time. She had a really nice candy. You're like, wait, no, slow down. You mentioned girl. Wait, no, the past thing you said someone grew a brain.
Brain? Yeah.
It's just like constant, like every time she opens her mouth, you're like, no, I need to know about the thing 2 things ago. Stop talking and bringing up new things.
Say one thing that happened at a time.
And then they finish talking with, and then we came here.
That's nice. So who grew a brain?
Although Lumen would be like, can I come out yet?
I think the beholder friend is not looking in that direction.
He kind of like sneaks over, keeping in cover, and being like, okay, I can't remember. You wouldn't be keeping this secret from your friends, so like I don't have to be shady or anything. So like the whole God plan, it's going pretty well.
Excellent.
We only have like 1% of the people in town, but Phandelver completely converted.
Epic. That's a really good start.
Also, we have like a little church and boba shop set up there.
Oh, nice.
He's saying this out loud, right?
Yes.
Who's converting what to whom?
Yeah, Via wants to ask basically that as well. It's a big God plan. Tilt's head.
So I concocted a plan to get the Mind Flare God out of my brain before he regains so much power and then explodes my brain.
Okay.
Step 1 of the plan: make him a god.
Why would we want that? It didn't seem like a nice
elaborate and do so quickly and make it make sense.
Okay, so we're gonna gather a bunch of followers of a religion, and we're gonna get them to venerate him as a deity of tolerance and kindness and understanding. So he becomes an actual god, big G. He gets the power that he wants. But if he wants to actually hold on to his divinity, he needs to embody the domains that he is given, which, based on his followers, will be positive ones. So if he wants to keep his god power, he has to become a good person.
And he's just going to go along with this?
I mean, if he doesn't, he loses all his god powers.
Can we feed him to the obelisk?
I don't.
I like that idea.
I prefer the redemption arc for him.
He's a god of brain-stealing monsters.
Hey, not all of the brain-stealing monsters are evil.
Will you have enough people to counteract the belief from the brain-stealing monsters in him?
Yeah,
That's the clever part. We've already recruited a bunch of the brain-stealing monsters.
yes, but
you?
the brain-stealing monsters are still gestures at like the sky, and it's like everywhere among the stars. Granted, in this crystal sphere, a lot of things are dying out.
Yeah,
So
but
we don't
also,
really know how many there are still out there.
but also mind flares don't actually count towards belief in the divine sense because they don't have souls, which is weird.
How is this god a god then?
He's not an actual god yet. That's what we stopped from happening when we stopped that ritual.
Also,
We're gonna make him a god by giving him like humanoid cultists.
I don't know if you would know this in character, but like the god that this one came from had a lot of followers in the Underdark that weren't just mind flayers.
I still think you're going to be fighting an uphill battle here, partly because he still has a whole bunch of followers that were venerating him for the monstery things he was going to do, as well as I think he's just going to, if he doesn't become a god, he'll still be a powerful creature, like a big scary monster.
Push
Granted,
him
he can
into the
handle
magic.
that.
Can you push him into the magic devouring dwarf?
I probably, but I'm gonna
Will that
choose
devour him? The Karsite weave.
Oh my god!
I mean,
I see. I'm much more on this. Let's save him plan.
Newt/Newman. That is kind of how we were able to beat him down in the first place. And yes, I could use that. Well, the real me, the true me could. But I'm trying to bump the brakes on that because it upsets my friends. Looks at Lumen as she says that.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and rehabilitate him.
Is this the weird morality thing?
Yeah, that's this weird morality thing where it's like I would rather him be our ally than our enemy. Or murdered.
Well, let me know how much pushback you get on this plan. I'm predicting a lot of it.
I mean, it's going swimmingly so far.
Joseph,
have you brought this up with him so far?
Just so I remember, upon your like, if you don't interact with him in the next day, tomorrow in game, you would wake up to a huge headache where he gains a huge amount of power, tries to escape, and then in doing so, does an evil action and loses all of his power. I just want, while I remember, I want to say that does happen next interaction or tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I know I'll forget that.
Good to know. For now, I will simply ask the beholder if he can put me down, please.
He doesn't know how to put you down, so just kind of floats you down. So he essentially like scrapes you down the wall.
I know one of your eyes is telekinetic.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. Well, you're on the floor now.
Specifically because you gave me a telekinetic eye. But it's nice to see you again.
I've come to save the world, or whatever it is you're doing, Cat.
So the universe is ending?
And it would be nice to have a beholder on side, pats the meatball.
Yeah, and we have my big brain ship that I stole from Ilvash. Well, I didn't steal it. He gave me it for helping him. But then you guys fucked him, so I didn't actually have to help him anymore.
Yeah. Wow, what a sentence. What a sentence.
that adds up. Actually,
that is kind of what happened.
That ship would be really useful if it can leave the crystal sphere. Then we can go to other crystal spheres and look for stuff to help beat big evil guy.
If it can do that, because let's be real, when it comes to spelljammers and crystal spheres, the actual lore / mechanics of spelljammers and crystal spheres are inconsistent, to say the least, aren't they?
In older editions, crystal spheres used to have like small openings that would appear at regular intervals that they would fly through. But
yeah, if
we
we're
do
using
know
the old lore or the new lore, where the new lore is either, depending on which book you're looking at, every plane has a crystal sphere around it
Or
and
doesn't.
is its own world, or all of the planes all have a crystal sphere around them, and the spelljammer can travel to and fro. Which
all crystal
so
spheres aren't
inconsistent.
real, and we don't believe in them.
All crystal spheres aren't real.
Yeah, do it the orc way.
Yep. But I mean, if this spelljammer managed to get from the Far Realm to here, then it must be able to travel, because we know that going to the Far Realm is a way
it
of
can plane
escaping.
shift. It
So
can plane shift. At
at a
least.
minimum, it must be able. If it can reach the Far Realm, it can at least travel to other crystal spheres.
Via squirms a little bit, and I was just like, "No, it's going to be a nautiloid." Ew.
So that's useful. The only thing is, when we're now at the biggest impasse of our journey, which is the $1 million question: how do we defeat the big guy?
Well, you know how come the true me has a piece of the rod? I've been trying to figure out different ways that we could maybe find the rest of that and use it to seal him away.
That
That's
would be
one
good. I like the sound of
we
that.
have 1 out of 7, and I know that if I can get the other me, the real me, near one of them, that they can point us in the direction that will be. I think one of them one apiece might possibly be in the hometown of one of the people who have been staying here. You remember the Furbolgs that I'm trying to get back home, and I'm entirely confident I can do that now. I think they might have one of the shard pieces in their hometown / a way of getting out of this crystal sphere in their hometown, which will probably walk us face first into Steve 2.
Nice.
Because essentially there is a root of the world tree or the tree of life there at their home place. I think one of those 2 items, well, one item definitely is there. The piece of the rod is a maybe. And then the true me is staying at Strixhaven and trying to use divination magic to essentially find the other 6 pieces. So there's that idea that is currently going.
Okay. Well, that is that's the only lead I've heard so far. The only other thing I could think of is using the Chardland Towers to try and destroy him.
But how specifically?
Also, Dad
How do we
Holdout.
harness them?
Dad Holdout would speak up with you talking about this stuff and be like, "Oh wait, is that why when I was flying here, there was like pretty much nothing but this planet out there?"
Things are kind of falling apart and collapsing, yes.
I mean, I say this planet, there's like a third of it left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I imagine it's mostly here and the surrounding areas. Maybe 10 towns is okay because we heard an apocalypse was happening there. So that's nice.
An apocalyptic event is happening there. That's nice.
It's better than not existing.
God. What a phrase.
At least if you're living in an apocalypse, you're living.
Oh, what a way to live.
This reality doesn't have more legs.
But yeah, one thing I would like to do here, Lumen, is speak to them Furbolgs, take them home, and do what I said I was going to do for them, and explore their hometown while I'm there to see what we can find.
Excellent. I mean, I think we should do that if we're searching for a piece of the rod there.
Mm-hmm.
What
And
does
then
the rod do again?
hopefully,
If we find all of it, it might be able to seal the big guy who's destroying all of the realities.
yes, Newt, taking all 7 pieces of the Rod of 7 Parts or the Rod of Law can unlock easier pathways to divine levels of magic that can seal away gods.
Because the only other thing I think we've encountered on this journey that could do anything like that is Chardalyn, and we'd have to channel some we'd have to build some massive device that could.
One little thought that I had recently was even if we can't find all of the parts, but if we could find some, and then could use fabricate to make a frame for it out of Chardalyn.
Ooh. Could we
Yeah,
also? There are more obelisks, right? Than this one.
Yeah, there
Could we
are more.
collect like this? Like, could we smash a lot of the obelisks? Bring all the Chardalyn to Newt's obelisk, and make it a really, really powerful obelisk.
We could make a Newt Megazord.
Yes.
I mean, that certainly looks like it would work with that vision that I had a long time ago.
So,
One gigantic obelisk that splits the skies.
so we get Newt Megazord and the Rod of Many Parts, and we have Newt
And
Megazord fight Vecna, and then that'll give someone an opening to get him with the rod.
I mean, this sounds amazing.
We also have Netherese magic and a god gestures at Zamla in the back.
I'm just imagining that's what the Beholder said, Andrew.
Yeah.
He's like, that sounds amazing.
Oh, there is a Black Dragon Zord.
It's just we're not afraid of you. We have the power of God and anime on our side.
Yeah, this seems like a good plan. All right, Kraken.
mushrooms.
Let's find us some obelisks and locate the Rod of Many Parts.
And mushrooms.
One little aside before we go and do all these plans. Moseys on over to the bar. Barkeep being behind the bar, she just dings the little bell and rests on our elbows, like head on hand on an elbow on the bar. When they turn around and they their eyes just go wide, oh no, and just smiles and wave. And,
hello there. How can I help? Oh, it's you. Hi. Yeah. Hello. Thanks for the powers.
Hello again. It seems that you have expanded and you're doing quite well for yourself.
Well, yes, you were very, very eager about the looking after your child and stuff. And I thought, there's a lot of people misplaced, and a lot of these kids have suddenly started throwing fire and lightning and shit.
Yeah, on that, you've been. You may be in a life debt under me, but I think you've done incredibly well, a good service to me. So I was wondering if you'd like a little, extra power that you already have. I may ask you to perform a few light tasks, a few errands, if you like, in the future in exchange for that. But for now, would you like a boost?
Oh, I'd never turn down a gift from you. I'm happy to help in any way.
In my head, he's interpreting this as mob boss energy.
Yeah.
You will do this.
I mean,
I'm gonna come to you for a favor.
I mean, it is fear energy that she's trying to give off.
Yeah.
Or she is giving off. It's
kind
of.
While he's not super, yes, I need power, he's like, I have heard that when you turn down a phase gift, it can be real bad.
It is considered of the utmost rudeness, yeah. And then they will just do whatever the hell they want to you if you do that to them. if he takes her hand and shakes it, like she lights up in like kind of her story form sort of sense, and the bar seems to take on a sort of like, you know, when a bar has a disco ball or a mirror ball, and
Yeah.
there's like a light shining on it, and it's just like lights everywhere along the walls. Any of the like patrons or like bands are like ooh at all of this sparkly lights, and then as the lights dim, he has like some warlock casting now.
All right, Lumen's gonna prestidigitate some party poppers and be like, "Via, you did it! You made a good Fey deal. I approve."
This is gestures at the man. This has always been one of my best ones. I've literally saved the man's life twice.
Exactly. I'm just celebrating this.
And so to go with like because of the time,
Yeah.
like the last thing that happens, is a small child wearing what you'd imagine for the paper boy type outfit comes in. Is like, I've got your delivery of papers, sir. These are from the Waterdeep Times. He delivers like a pile of newspapers to the tavern keeper. And you could just like you just on the very front cover you can see latest news, Callum Shan lost. Fell into void question mark?
That's not
Alan
good.
Shan?
The Callum Shan you would know in character is like the very south of this continent.
Yeah.
Ah,
Basically, the South has gone missing.
yeah.
The land of genies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got a few thousand miles before it gets to here, but
Exactly.
in the grand scheme of the universe, that is not a lot.
So at
Oh,
least
yeah,
a
I
few
mean-
days, right?
There's maybe, I mean, according to that beholder, there's maybe like if there was truly nothing except a third of this planet visible when he was flying through here, there's maybe like 5 or 6 things left in this reality.
So finding the Rod of Seven Parts is going to be mad easy then.
Probably if
Unless it
it's
got already destroyed
or if
sucking
it's
into void.
I mean, to be fair, if it's scattered and it's that powerful, there's a decent chance it's just in another crystal sphere nearby if it did fall into the void. Or we're going to have to start digging through the void, which is a lot of empty space.
A lot of ouchy empty space.
We might
Yeah.
have to resort to using the Chardland spires that are left and combining them all into the Strixhaven one.
Hmm.
But yes, you've
So,
got
We
all of
have
these
at least
different
two
ideas.
plans.
Yeah. Chardland Megazord.
Chardland Megazord.
Do I feel where the next Shardland Spire might be?
You know, but there is things you could possibly do to find the direction of one. Because you are still technically a tiny bit connected to the Newt Tower. But yes,
Do I know what I could do?
Hmm?
Do
No.
I know what the...
No, this is a thing. You think you could do something, but you haven't tried it.
Okay.
Yes, next time, field trip?
Yeah.
Jump into the void?
Jump into the void.
Void.
I have to have a heart attack with. Sorry, not a heart attack. I have to have a heart to heart with God, but not the God that gave me a dead baby.
A really bad god.
Yeah.
For everything I do for you.
Also, for reference, Graham, one of the newspapers would also have been like probably brought to Murdertha first, so he would be up to date on what's going on outside.
I can't remember if the fish exists in this reality or not. I know he didn't exist in the first one we went to, but I don't think he. But I think we might have heard something about him or a version of him existing in the second one. But I'm not sure about this one.
I mean, you know that Waterdeep is built up enough to at least have its own newspaper reporting on Calamshan.
So maybe.
But all that next time on Dragon Ball. Oh fuck, where's Calamshan gone?
it disappeared.
It's
Look-
fine.
Some-
It's gone.
We're too big for this.
It's